When I start on a painting, I have an idea of what it should be, and then I start with mainly one or two, sometimes three ground colors. And then I start with a small brush, putting on the first layers, and it's almost like developing a photo. In the beginning there's almost nothing, and then you see the image coming up, and then you have to stop at the right moment also to not destroy it. Since I'm working with plenty of layers, and sometimes up to 30-35 layers, and the brush never hits this same layer, theoretically you can see in some parts some of the first layers, and then all the layers under, and that is also what makes it this illusion of a color. Working on the dark blue, I can put in a light green or orange layer that I have to work the next 20 layers to erase or hide. But still there's this kind of homeopathical thought that, well, it is there somewhere in the layers still, so maybe if we just, even if we can't see it, maybe we can feel it. I feel I'm very much in the process. And working this reductive, it's like going into a forest, and it's you almost getting uncomfortable, and then you find this path, and then when you come out on the other side of the forest, there are huge fields open up, and so there are so many possibilities and so many ways you can go, and also all small decisions are or can be crucial because they are so important. And sometimes when I'm up in the upper layers or the ending layers, it takes a lot of time to decide what to do, and so painting can be up on the wall for days or sometimes weeks before I know what to do or before I put on the next layer. And sometimes the layers are very translucent, so I feel this is ridiculous because nobody can see this. But then when you're halfway, you actually see that some of the rhythm had changed, and even the color shade has changed. And working with a horizontal line, of course, it's almost impossible to avoid the references to landscape or seascape, but they're absolutely not about landscape or seascape. But if it can give a feeling of it, I think that's fine. For many years, explained them as formalist paintings, but the last 3 years maybe, it has become more clear to me that it's quite a lot about the metaphysical aspect in them as well, or the possibilities at least. For me, in the beginning I didn't like it at all because it was out of control, and you have these vibrations of the hand, but then I found out that, well, that is actually interesting because it's my hand. And also when I choose to do this in life, it's also this philosophical thing that okay, this seconds I put the brush here and I stop there, and that is 2 seconds, and those 2 seconds are gone. They will never come back, but they are in the painting. So in one way this is also a testament of my life, or that I have lived. Every single stroke is a kind of proof that I've been there. And again, come back, maybe the sound, my breath is in the stroke as well.